Namaste and welcome. In today's session, I will be revising with you how to solve the system of given equations using matrix method. This concept is very important as far as the board examination is concerned. If you see the previous year's question papers, in every paper you will find one question based on this particular concept, either for 4 marks or for 6 marks. Here we go. The first question goes like this. Here, using matrices, we need to solve the system of equations 2x minus 3y plus 5z equal to 11, 3x plus 2y minus 4z equal to minus 5, x plus y minus 2z equal to minus 3. This particular question was asked in 2009, 2012, 2017 and 2018 board examination. Let me do the sum now. Solution. First, the foremost step is we have to put these 3 equations in matrix form. That is, write the coefficients of x, y and z here. 2, minus 3, 5, 3, 2, minus 4, 1, 1, minus 2. Multiply with x, y, z. Here it will be 11 minus 5 minus 3. If you multiply these 2 matrices, then when you equate the corresponding terms, you will be getting these 3 equations. So this is how you will write the given system of linear equations in matrix form. Now this is of the form A, x equal to B. This is A matrix, X matrix and B matrix. This implies X is equal to A inverse B. I just written the statement. First of all, I need to check whether A inverse exists or not. For which I need to find out the determinant value of the matrix A. That should not be equal to 0. Now let me see. Determinant A is going to be determinant 2 minus 3, 5, 3, 2, minus 4, 1, 1, minus 2. Now this will be, I am expanding it through the first row. 2 into minus 4 plus 4. Then plus 3 into, leaving the first row on the second column, minus 6 plus 4. Then plus 5 into 3 minus 2. Now this is going to be plus 4 minus 4, 0. So this term will become 0. Here minus 2 into 3 is going to be minus 6. Then plus 1 into 5, 5 plus 5. This is equal to minus 1, which is not equal to 0. Since determinant of A is not equal to 0, A inverse exists. A inverse exists. This is how you will be concluding in the beginning. Now my aim is to find out A inverse. In order to find out A inverse, I need to find out adjoint of A. To find out adjoint of A, I need to find out the cofactor matrix. So let us go step by step. Let me write here determinant A value, I got it as minus 1. And then also x is equal to A inverse B. X is equal to A inverse B. Okay. Now, to find out the adjoint of A, I need to find out the cofactors. Normally, I find out the minus, then only the cofactors. So, let me find out the minus first. And then the cofactors. First, M11. Minor of the element, A11, which is nothing but, if you write for the first one alone, minor of A11 is equal to the value of the determinant, leaving the first row and the first column, left with 2 minus 4, 1 minus 2. 2 minus 4, 1 minus 2. Which is going to be minus 4 plus 4, 0. So corresponding cofactor will be minus 1 to the power I plus j. Both I and j are 1 and 1. So 1 plus 1 into M11. This is nothing but minus 1, the whole square is 1 and M11 is 0. Anyway, it is going to be 0. The second M12, which is minor of the element A12, which is minus 3 over here, leaving the first row and the second column. It is value of the determinant 3 minus 4, 1 minus 2, which is minus 6 plus 4. It's going to be minus 2. Corresponding cofactor will be A12, which is minus 1 to the power 1 plus 2 into M12. Now, minus 1 to the power 3 is going to be minus 1. Here I am having minus 2. Minus 1 into minus 2, which is going to be plus 2. Then M13, value of the determinant. It is the minor of the element A13. Leaving the first row and the third column, I have left with 3, 2, 1, 1. 3, 2, 1, 1. This is going to be 3 minus 2, which is 1. The corresponding cofactor will be A13 minus 1 to the power 1 plus 3. Okay, because I is 1, J is 3 into M13. This is nothing but plus positive 1 and M13 is also 1. So, here the value is going to be 1. M21 is minor of the element A21. So, that is 3 over here. So, leaving the second row and the first column, I am left with minus 3, 5, 1 minus 2. So, this value is 6 minus 5, which is again 1. Corresponding cofactor will be A21, which is minus 1 to the power 2 plus 1 into M21, which is here minus 1 to the power 3 is minus 1. Here I am having 1. So, value is going to be minus 1. Now, coming to M22, minor of the element A22, which is 2 here. It is the value of the determinant. So, leaving the second row and second column, we left with 2, 5, 1 minus 2. 2, 5, 1 minus 2. This will be minus 4, minus 5, which is minus 9. Next one, corresponding cofactor will be A22. So, this will be minus 1 to the power I is 2, J is 2. So, 2 plus 2 into M22. This value is 1 and M22 I got it as minus 9. So, this will be minus 9. Coming to M23. M23, which is minor of the element A23. So, leaving the second row and third column, I will be left with 2 minus 3, 1, 1, which is 2 plus 3. It's going to be 5. So, corresponding A23 will be minus 1 to the power 2 plus 3. I is 2, J is 3. That's why into M23. Now, this will be minus 1. Here M23 is 5. So, minus 5. Then M31. That is third row. Minor of the element A31. So, leaving the third row and first column, I will have minus 3, 5, 2 minus 4, which is going to be 12 minus 10, which is 2. So, corresponding cofactor will be A31, which is minus 1 to the power 3 plus 1 into M31. Minus 1 to the power 4 is 1 and M31 is 2. So, the value here is 2. Then M32, minor of the element A32, which is 1 over here. So, leaving the third row and second column, left with 2, 5, 3 minus 4. 2, 5, 3 minus 4. This will be minus 8. I will have here minus 8 and minus 15, which will be minus 23. Therefore, A32, the corresponding cofactor will be minus 1 to the power 3 plus 2 into M32, which is minus 1 into minus 23, it is plus 23. Then M33 is going to be determinant. It is the minor of the element A33, which is minus 2 over here. So leaving the third row and the third column, left with 2 minus 3, 3, 2. 2 minus 3, 3, 2. Which is 4 plus 9, 13. So corresponding A33 will be minus 1 to the power 3 plus 3. I is 3, J is 3. So 3 plus 3 into M33. Why it be 13? Because this is positive 1 and M33 is 13. So the value is going to be 13. Now I got all the cofactors of all the elements of the matrix A. Now my aim is to write the cofactor matrix. Let me write that now. Therefore, the cofactor matrix equal to, it is written as A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33, which is equal to, let me write all the values. 0, A11 is 0, 12 is 2, A13 is 1, then A21 is minus 1, A22 is minus 9, A23 minus 5, A31 is 2, 23, A33 is 13. Okay, now I have written the cofactor matrix. Next, I have to write the adjoint of A. Therefore, adjoint A is equal to transpose of the cofactor matrix. Here it is 0, 2, 1, minus 1, minus 9, minus 5, 2, 23, 13, the whole transpose. Now, this is nothing but you have to interchange the rows and the columns. So, that is going to give me, first row will become the first column, second row will become the second column, third row will become the third column. Okay, I got adjoint of A. Then my next step is to write A inverse. Therefore, A inverse equal to 1 by determinant of A into adjoint of A. Now, determinant A value we got it as minus 1. So 1 by minus 1 is going to be minus 1. So let me write minus of adjoint A. Adjoint A is 0, minus 1, 2, then 2 minus 9, 23, 1 minus 5, 13. Okay. Let me take the minus sign inside. I will be getting this as 0, 1, minus 2, minus 2, 9, minus 23, minus 1, 5, minus 13. So I got A inverse. Now my aim is to substitute this A inverse and this B in this place to get the value for X, Y, Z. So let me do that part now. Therefore, we know that X is equal to A inverse into B. That is X, Y, Z equal to, what is A inverse? 0, 1, minus 2, minus 2, 9, minus 23, minus 1, 5, minus 13, multiply with 11, 5, minus 5, minus 3. Okay. Now, let me multiply this. I will be getting this as first row and first column. 0 into 11 is going to be 0. 1 into minus 5, minus 5. Minus 2 into minus 3, plus 6. Then, minus 2 into 11, minus 22. 9 into minus 5, minus 45. Minus 23 into minus 3. That will be 69 plus 69. Plus 69. Now, third row into the column here. Minus 1 into 11, minus 11. 5 into minus 5, minus 25. Minus 13 into minus 3, plus 39. This will give me 1 here. Minus 65, 67 plus 69. Minus 67 plus 69 is going to be 2. Then here 36 minus 36 plus 39 is going to be 3. That is I am getting x, y, z. X, y, z equal to 1, 2, 3. Since these two matrices are equal, the corresponding elements are also equal. Hence, by equating the corresponding elements, you will be getting x is equal to 1. This implies x is equal to 1, y is equal to 2, z equal to 3. Then you need to conclude your answer as x is 1, y is equal to 2, z equal to 3. This will be your final answer. Now let us move on to question number 2. Here you have been given the matrix A and you need to find out A inverse. Using that A inverse, you need to solve the system of linear equations. This type is very important. This particular question was asked in 2017 board examination. Let's do this solution. You have been given A is equal to 2, 3, 10, 4, minus 6, 5, 6, 9, minus 20. You need to find out A inverse. Before finding A inverse, first of all, we need to find out whether A inverse exists or not. For that, you need to forget the determinant value of A and that should not be equal to 0. Let us verify that. This implies determinant A is equal to determinant 2, 3, 10, 4, minus 6, 5, 6, 9, minus 20. Let me expand this using the first row. I will be getting 2 into minus 6 into minus 20, which is 120 minus 45. Minus 3 into, leaving the first row and second column, I will be having minus 80 minus 30. Then plus 10 into, leaving the first row on the third column, I have 36 plus 36. So when I simplify this, I am getting 2 into 75. Then plus minus 3 into minus 110 plus 10 into 72. This is 150 plus 330 plus 720. So when I add this, I will be getting 1200, which is not equal to 0. So since determinant of A is not equal to 0, you need to conclude A inverse exists. Or you can say A is invertible. One of the two statements should be written. That's very, very important. Now I can proceed for finding out A inverse. My aim is to find out adjoint of A because A inverse formula is 1 by determinant of A into adjoint of A. To find out the adjoint of A, I need to find out the cofactor matrix because transpose of the cofactor matrix will give adjoint of the matrix A. So let us do everything step by step. Let me make a note of it. Determinant A is equal to 1200. Okay. Now let me find out the minus and then the cofactors of every element of this matrix A. First, M11, which is minor of A11, which is nothing but leaving the first row and the first column left with minus 6, 5, 9, minus 20. Determinant minus 6, 5, 9, minus 20. This is nothing but I'll have 120 plus minus 45. 120 minus 45. 120 minus 45, which is going to be 75. So, M11 is 75. What will happen to the corresponding cofactor A11? Minus 1 to the power I plus j. I is 1, j is 1 multiplied with M11. Anyway, minus 1 the whole square is 1. M11 is 75. So, A11 is 75. Coming to M12. That is minor of A12, which is 3 over here. Now, leaving the first row and second column, I will be getting 4, 5, 6 minus 20. 4, 5, 6 minus 20. This will be minus 80 minus 30, which is minus 110. Now, corresponding cofactor will be A12 minus 1 to the power 1 plus 2, I plus j. I is 1, j is 2 into M12. This is going to be minus 1. Here I am having minus 110. So, minus into minus plus I get 110. Coming to M13. Minor of the element A13. So, leaving the first row and third column, I will be getting 4 minus 6, 6, 9. Determinant 4 minus 6, 6, 9. This will be 36 plus 36, which is 72. So, A13 corresponding cofactor will be minus 1 to the power I plus j. I is 1, j is 3 into M13. Minus 1 to the power 4 is 1. 1 into 72, it will be 72. M21. That is second row, first element, which is 4. So, minor of the element A21 is going to be leaving the second row and first column. I have 3, 10, 9 minus 20. 3, 10, 9 minus 20. This will be, I will have minus 60 minus 90, which is minus 150. So, corresponding cofactor A21 will be minus 1 to the power 2 plus 1 into M21. Minus 1 to the power 3 is minus 1. Here I am having minus 150. So, this is going to be 150. Okay. Coming to M22, which is minor of the element A22. That is here minus 6, that element. So, leaving the second row and second column, I will be having 2, 10, 6, 20. 2, 10, 6, minus 20. This will be minus 40 minus 60, which is minus 100. So, corresponding cofactor will be minus 1 to the power 2 plus 2 into M22. So, minus 1 to the power 4 is 1. Here minus 100. So, it will be minus 100. Coming to M23. Minor of the element A23. A23 here is 5. So, leaving the second row and third column, left with 2, 3, 6, 9, which is 18 minus 18, 0. Corresponding cofactor will be A23 minus 1 to the power 2 plus 3 into M23. This will be minus 1. Here you are having 0. Anyway, it is going to be 0. Next, M31. M31. Minor of the element A31. So, leaving the third row and first column, I will be having 3, 10, minus 6, 5. This will be 15 plus 60, which is 75. So, corresponding cofactor will be A31, which is minus 1 to the power 3 plus 1 into M31. Minus 1 to the power 4 is 1 and M31 is 75. So, 1 into 75, 75. Coming to M32. This is minor of the element A32. So leaving the third row and second column, I will be left with 2, 10, 4, 5. 2, 10, 4, 5. Which is going to be 10 minus 40, which is minus 30. Minus 30. Now corresponding A32 will be minus 1 to the power 3 plus 2 into M32. Here I got the value as minus 30. Here minus 1 to the power 5 is minus 1. Minus into minus plus. So it is going to be just 30. Then the last minor M33, which is minor of the element small a33, which is minus 20 over here. Leaving the third row and third column, left with 2, 3, 4, minus 6. This will be minus 12, minus 12, minus 24. Corresponding cofactor will be minus 1 to the power I plus j. I is 3, j is 3. So 3 plus 3 into M33. Anyway, this is 1 into minus 24, minus 24. Now, I got the cofactors of all the elements of the matrix A. Now, my aim is to write the cofactor matrix. So, let me write that now. Therefore, cofactor matrix, nothing but A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A33, A31, A32, A33. Now let me substitute all the values over here. I will be getting the matrices 75, 110, 72, 150, minus 100, 0, 75, 30, minus 24. Okay. Now that I got the cofactor matrix, it is easy for me to write the adjoint of the matrix. Therefore, adjoint of A is nothing but transpose of the cofactor matrix. So, I will be getting 75, 110, 72, 150, minus 100, 0, 75, 30, minus 24, the whole transpose. You know that transpose of a matrix is obtained by interchanging the rows and the columns. So, the first row will become the first column. Second row will become the second column. Third row will become the third column. Yes. Now that I have written the adjoint of A, it is very easy for me to write A inverse, because A inverse is nothing but 1 by determinant of A into adjoint of A, which is equal to determinant A value, which is 1200. So let me write over here, this is 1 by 1200 into adjoint of A. Adjoint of A is nothing but 75, 150, 75, 110, minus 100, 30, 72, 0, minus 24. So, we got the first part of the given question. You need to find A inverse. We have found out A inverse as 1 by 1200 into the matrix 75, 150, 75, 110, minus 100, 30 and 72, 0, minus 24. Okay, the first part is done. Let me write here A inverse value, because I have to use this A inverse value in solving the system of equations. So let me write and keep it here. 1200 into 75, 150, 75, 110, minus 100, 30, 72, 0, minus 24. Okay, coming to the second part. First, let me make this assumption. Let 1 by x is equal to A, 1 by y is equal to b, 1 by z equal to c. Now these equations will become 2a plus 3b plus 10c equal to 2, 4a minus 6b plus 5c equal to 5, then 6a plus 9b minus 20c equal to minus 4. Let me write these equations in matrix form. It will be, that is, we need to write the coefficients of A, B, C first. It will be 2, 3, 10, 4, minus 6, 5, 6, 9, minus 20 into A, B, C will give me 2, 5, minus 4. Now let me check. See, 2, 3, 10. Even the question, the same way is given. 2, 3, 10. 4 minus 6, 5. 4 minus 6, 5. 6, 9 minus 20. 6, 9 minus 20. That is, the matrix A is given to you. But when I put the system of linear equations in matrix form, I am getting the same A over here. So I can write this as A. This matrix, column matrix A, B, C, S. Let me take it as X, which is equal to this column matrix 2, 5, minus 4. Take it as B. Now, already I know the determinant value of A because these both A's are same. So, determinant A, I got it as 1200, which is not equal to 0. Therefore, A inverse exists. So, I can write this X as A inverse B. Okay? You can even write, since determinant A is equal to 1200 and not equal to 0. A inverse exists. That's all. Now, I have to use this equation to get the value for A, B and C. Then I will get the value of X, Y and Z. So, let me use this equation now. X is equal to A inverse B. That is, this implies A, B, C. Because matrix X with nothing but the column matrix A, B, C, which is equal to A inverse is 1 by 1200 multiplied by the matrix 75, 150, 75, 110, minus 100, 30, 72, 0, minus 24. And we took the matrix B as 2, 5 into 2, 5, minus 4. Now, this is nothing but 1 by 1200. Let me multiply this. 71st row, first column. 75 into 2, 150 plus 150 into 5, 750. 75 into minus 4. So, this will be minus 300. Okay. Second row, the first column, 220 minus 500. 30 into minus 4 is minus 120. Third row and the first column, 72 into 4, 2, 144. Next value is going to be 0. So, plus 0. Then, plus 24 into 4, 96. Okay. Now, let me simplify this. This is nothing but 1 by 1200 into. Let me add 150. That minus 300 plus 150 is minus 150. If I write here minus 150, I get it as 600. Now, in this case, 220 minus 120 is 100. So, minus 500 and plus 100 is going to be minus 400. The next one, when I add these two, 240. This is what I am getting. So, A, B, C is equal to, let me take this 1200 inside. What will I be getting? 600 by 1200 is 1 by 2. Minus 400 by 1200 is going to be minus 1 by 3. Then 240 by 1200 will be 2 by 1 by 5. This implies A is equal, because these two matrices are equal, the corresponding elements also will be equal. So when you equate the corresponding elements, you will be getting A is equal to 1 by 2, B equal to minus 1 by 3, C is equal to 1 by 5. Okay, now I need to get the value of x, y and z. But what I have assumed here, 1 by x is equal to A. So using that, let me find out the value of x, y and z now. But A is equal to 1 by x. This implies x is equal to, A value is 1 by 2, if x is equal to 2. B is equal to 1 by y. This implies y is equal to, what is B value? Minus 1 by 3. So minus 3. C equal to 1 by z, which implies z equal to 5. So you have solved the system of equations using A inverse. So this is how the sum has to be done. Again, you can't be finding out A inverse like how we did in the first sum. Should not be done. That is why that word hence is given here. You have found out A inverse. Use that A inverse to solve the system of equations. Finally, you need to conclude. First answer, A inverse is equal to 1 by 1200 into this matrix. Then you have to write value of x is 2, y is minus 3, z is equal to 5. That will be your final answer. Now let's move on to question number 3. Here you have been given the matrix A and you need to find out A inverse. And using that A inverse, you have to solve the system of linear equations. This question was asked in 2017 foreign board examination paper. This question is similar to the question number 2, what we did in today's class. I am doing the same type once again so that you can comprehend better. Let us do this sum. Solution. Here the matrix A is equal to 1, minus 2, 0, 2, 1, 3, 0, minus 2, 1. I need to find out A inverse. So first I need to check whether A inverse exists or not. So for that I need to find out determinant of A. So this implies determinant A is equal to determinant 1, minus 2, 0, 2, 1, 3, 0, minus 2, 1. I am going to expand this using the first row. So 1 into, product of 1 into 1 is 1, then plus 6 you will get here, then already minus 2, so it becomes plus 2 into, leaving the first row and second column, 2 into 1, 2, minus 0 into 3, 0. So this will be 7 plus 4, which is 11, not equal to 0. Now, since determinant of A not equal to 0, A inverse exists or A is invertible. So this step is very important. Now that I have concluded A inverse exists, now it is easy for me to find out. I need to find out adjoint of A. To find out adjoint of A, I need to find out the cofactor matrix. Because transpose of the cofactor matrix will give me adjoint of the matrix A. So let us do everything step by step, the minus and the cofactors. M11, minor of A11, which is equal to, A11 is the element 1 over here. So leaving the first row and first column, I have 1, 3, minus 2, 1. So determinant 1, 3, minus 2, 1. Which will be 1 plus 6, 7. So corresponding cofactor will be minus 1 to the power 1 plus 1 into M11. Minus 1 to the power 2, that is 1 minus 1, the whole square is 1. M11 is 7. So A11 is going to be 7. Now coming to M12. That will be minor of the element A12. So leaving the first row and second column I'm left with 2, 3, 0, 1. So determinant 2, 3, 0, 1. This will be just 2. So corresponding A12 will be minus 1 to the power 1 plus 2 into M12. Minus 1, the whole cube is minus 1. Minus 1 into 2, so minus 2. M13. It is minor of the element 0 over here. So leaving the first row and the third column, I have 2, 1, 0, minus 2. 2, 1, 0, minus 2. Which is going to be minus 4. Product of these two. Next one is minus 0. I am not writing it. So corresponding A13 will be minus 1 to the power 1 plus 3. Because I is 1, J is 3 into M13. Minus 1 to the power 4 is 1 and M13 is minus 4. So I get here minus 4. Coming to second row, M21, which is minus, that is minor of the value, the element A21, which is nothing but 2 over here. So leaving the second row and first column, left with minus 2, 0, minus 2, 1. Minus 2, 0, minus 2, 1. This will be minus 2. Now corresponding cofactor will be A21, which is minus 1 to the power 2 plus 1 into M21. Here I will be getting minus 1 and M21 is minus 2. So minus of minus 2 is plus 2. Okay. Now M22. This is minor of the element A22. So leaving the second row and second column, I have 1, 0, 0, 1. 1, 0, 0, 1. Which is going to be 1. So corresponding cofactor will be A22, which is minus 1 to the power I plus j. I is 2, j is 2 into M22. Minus 1 to the power 4 is 1 into 1, which is going to be 1. Coming to M23. Minor of the element A23. So leaving the second row and the third column, I am left with 1 minus 2, 0 minus 2, which is going to be minus 2. Now corresponding cofactor will be A23, which is minus 1 to the power 2 plus 3 into M23. Minus 1 to the power 5 is minus 1. Minus 1 into minus 2, which is plus 2. Just 2. Then third row, M31, which is minor of the element A31. That is small a31, which is 0 over here. So leaving the third row and first column, left with minus 2, 0, 1, 3. This is minus 6. So corresponding A31 will be minus 1 to the power 3 plus 1 into M31, which is minus 1 to the power 4 is 1. 1 into minus 6, which is going to be minus 6. M32, minor of the element A32. A32 here is minus 2. So leaving the third row and second column, left with 1, the determinant, 1, 0, that is third row, second column, 1, 0, 2, 3, which is going to be 3. Then corresponding cofactor will be minus 1 to the power 3 plus 2, that is I is 3, j is 2. Minus 1 to the power I plus j, M32. So minus 1 to the power 5 is minus 1. Minus 1 into 3 is going to be minus 3. Then the last one, M33. Minor of the element A33, which is 1 over here actually. A33 is 1. So leaving the third row and third column, left with the determinant 1 minus 2, 2, 1. Which is going to be 1 plus 4, 5. Okay. Now corresponding cofactor will be minus 1 to the power 3 plus 3 into M33. Minus 1 to the power I plus j. I is 3, j is 3. So 1 into M33. M33 is 5, which is 5. Now I got the cofactors of all the elements of the given matrix A. Now my aim is to write the cofactor matrix first. Let me do it. Therefore, cofactor matrix is equal to, it is capital A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. Let me substitute the values of A11, A12, A13 and all. From here what we have calculated, it is nothing but 7. A12 is minus 2. A13 is also it's minus 4. Then A21, 2. A22 is 1. Then A23 is 2. A31 minus 6. A32 minus 3. A33 5. Now that I got the cofactor matrix, it is easy for me to write adjoint of the matrix. Therefore, adjoint of A is nothing but transpose of the cofactor matrix. So, let me write it now. 7 minus 2 minus 4, 2, 1, 2, minus 6, minus 3, 5, the whole transpose. Now, transpose of the matrix is obtained by interchanging the rows and columns of the matrix. Now, first row will become the first column. Second row will become the second column. Third row will become the third column. I got adjoint of the matrix. Now it is easy for me to write the inverse of the matrix. So what is A inverse? A inverse is equal to 1 by determinant of A into adjoint of A, which is nothing but determinant of A, we got it as 11. So 1 by 11 into adjoint of A is 7, 2, minus 6, minus 2, 1, minus 3, minus 4, 2, 5. So we answered the first part of the given question. Now I need to use this A inverse to solve the system of equations. So let us do the second part now. Let me write and keep here A inverse is equal to 1 by 11 of 7, 2 matrix 7, 2 minus 6, minus 2, 1, minus 3, minus 4, 2, 5. Now, the second part. Let me write these equations in matrix form. I will be getting 1 minus 2. There is no z term, so you need to write over here 0. Then 2, 1, 3. There is no x term, so 0, minus 2, 1. Multiply with x, y, z. I will be getting it as 10, 8, 7. Okay. If I multiply, I will be getting the same equations. I can write this as A, x equal to B. Now you compare. A is 1 minus 2, 0. Now I put this equation in matrix form. There also I am getting 1 minus 2, 0. 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3. 0 minus 2, 1, 0 minus 2, 1. That's why I written the notation here as A. This implies x is equal to A inverse B. Here A inverse exists because for this matrix, already we have found out the determinant of A as 11, which is not equal to 0. Therefore, A inverse exists. So even you can write here, A inverse exists as determinant A is equal to 11, which is not equal to 0. Already you have written the step. Once again I am writing it. That's all. So this will be x, y, z is equal to, what is that A inverse? 1 by 11 into the matrix 7, 2, minus 6, minus 2, 1, minus 3, minus 4, 2, 5 into B is nothing but 10, 8, 7. Okay. Now I need to multiply and get the value for x, y and z. So this will be 1 by 11 into first row, first column. 7 into 10, 70 plus 16 minus 42. Then second row of this column will be minus 20 plus 8 minus 3 into 7 minus 21 minus 4 into 10 minus 40 2 into 8 plus 16 5 into 3 35. Now I need to simplify this. This will be, that is x, y, z is going to be 1 by 11 of, see, 86. 86 minus 42, which is going to be 44. Then minus 20 minus 21 is minus 41. Minus 41 plus 8. When I subtract, I get 33. Minus 33. Minus 33. Next one. I am having here 51. 51 minus 40, which is going to be 11. Now, let me take this 1 by 11 inside or divide every element by 11. I will be getting this as the matrix 4 minus 3, 1. 4 minus 3, 1. Now, that is your x, y, z. Since these two matrices are equal, the corresponding elements also will be equal. When you equate the corresponding elements, you will be getting x is equal to 4, y is equal to minus 3, z equal to 1. So, you got the values of x, y and z. Finally, you need to conclude your answer. The first answer is A inverse. A inverse is equal to 1 by 11 of the matrix 7, 2, minus 6, minus 2, 1, minus 3, minus 4, 2, 5. That is the first part of the answer. Second part, x is equal to 4, y is equal to minus 3, z equal to 1. Even you can substitute these values in one of the equations and check whether your answer is right or wrong. Then and there you can check your answer and come out of the examination hall if this particular type of question is asked.